Glad we pulled it out. Tip our caps to Portland State. They were the much hungrier, more aggressive team from start to finish, and challenged us. But it's a good thing for us, great experience for us, for what we had to deal with. But we also have to admit and find a reason for why some guys weren't ready to go. I'll take blame for some reason between Thanksgiving and today. We just had some guys that weren't quite into it the way we needed to be, and that put us into a dogfight. So credit to them, and happy for our guys to pull it out.
For Trace and Ethan, what do you feel like you guys learned about your team today?
What we were talking about in the locker room, years past, we would have let something like that slip, frustration, when a team has a run like that. But luckily, we were able to pull together enough to pull out the win. And, I think it's just kind of going to be a good thing for us looking back, making sure we're taking care of the ball and finishing plays and, doing all those little things in crunch time that's going to, help us win games.
Yeah, just to go off of that, I think that a lot of players on our team got a lot of experience during crunch time, and we went through it with a lot of different lineups during that game, and a lot of young players got good experience.
And Wayne, what does it say that you had a couple of young guys there, and Jared and
It's huge.
on the floor late?
Yeah, it's big. It was a great experience for them. I was proud of them. Obviously, we had the confidence to have them out there because we weren't getting responses from some other guys we were hoping to. So Gianni made a big free throw when we had some veteran guys miss some. So I think that's going to pay big dividends for us down the road. But, obviously there's some disappointment. I think it's much more give credit to Portland State than our guys just struggling. Our guys don't look past anybody, so I don't think that's an excuse at all. We had a chance, I thought, to knock them out in the first half, and we didn't. And that gave them confidence that they were in it. And then credit, they made plays, and we didn't. We missed a bunch of shots at the rim. It became a very physical game, and I thought we shied away because of that instead of stepping up above that and finishing plays. And then they did a good job. They spread it out. They got by us whenever they wanted. They pulled our shot blocker away from the rim, and then they kicked our butts on the glass. So wake-up call for us. I'm glad it didn't cost us an L.
And Wayne, why was it that they were just so tough and scrappy on the glass, considering how undersized they were?
Well, it's the way they play. They spread the floor out. They bring their five-man out to ball screen, so that really good spacing. And then guys drive in there, and if you rotate to help, you're already behind the eight ball. Shot goes out, they're sprinting in there. We'll watch the film, and I remember 3 or 4 plays where our guys, and this has been a problem for us, just turn and walk to the basket like Mama Bird's going to drop the food right in our mouth. And they just blew right past us and tipped it in. So we've worked on it. We've preached it. We're going to be able to learn from it again from this film and get after some guys because we weren't nearly physical enough on the ball or on the glass or at the rim on the other end finishing off plays.
Wayne, when you play these non-conference games against the in-state mid-majors like Portland State, it just seems like there's a little more juice on their side. Do you feel like they're just going to come at you a little harder?
Well, I've been on that side, right? Yeah, I've been on that side, and this is like our Super Bowl. You get a chance to come to a Pac-12 place and play. We told our guys that. When we told them the fact that they were right up the road in I-5, they're going to have their guys believe it, and I've seen it a million times. So our guys, we've not looked past anybody, but we'll find out why some guys weren't ready to go. For a physical battle, for a mental battle, it's the first 2 things we put on the board before every game, the physical and mental battles. We didn't bring that. So again, give them a ton of credit, man. They played their tails off, and then shame on us for not being tougher mentally and physically.
Ethan, it's early in the season you got a little bit of a slow start, but lately you've kind of picked it up. And late in this game, you kind of looked like you almost wanted to take over. mean, is it just kind of the game kind of coming to you now in the last few weeks?
Yeah, I feel like at the start of the season, I was probably like just rushing it a little bit in terms of just going to the basket. And coach does a great job of reminding me to always jump stop, pump fake, go off to, and then make a read. And I feel like during the second half, I was able to get to the basket, around the basket, and kick out. Trace hit some big threes, and and I was able to finish around the basket as well.
Wayne, you've got a little bit of a layoff here, obviously, because of the finals there. The way this
Not
game
ideal.
turned out, is that a good thing or a bad thing now?
No, it's not ideal, to be quite honest. I mean, to take 2 weeks off this time of the year, but it is what it is, so we got to deal with it. I wish we were playing games, but because we can't play during dead week or finals week, we have a 2-day window on a weekend. No teams could play on those dates. We couldn't get that 13th game, so not ideal, but we'll find a way to make it a positive for sure. And hopefully that changes next year when we've got early league games, because our schedule's really squeezed in as it is, and to not be able to play for 2 weeks is tough, so that's something we got to figure out here for sure. And we got great people to work with that reasonable will understand that, but we'll find a way to make it a positive for sure, but it's not ideal. Go Beavs!